today is going to be a lot more of a heart to heart, as Tyler likes to call them. But thank you, JD, for inspiring me to make this, and I think it's finally time to just tell the truth behind why I do most of the things I do, and because I've never really dove deep into it. People always have the assumption I'm such a great guy just because I am, and I was made that way. But I think a lot of great people are great because they grew up not really feeling great or being great. From the start of when I was young, I used to have a bunch of friends, but none of them were real ones. I never had my first real friend until Tyler in 3rd grade, and after him I didn't get really another real one, probably until late 6th, early 7th, when I really started connecting with Bradley and Nick. Since then, obviously, I've grown my passion for homies and all of that, but I've never really been one to get those real ones out there. And the reason is because I've not always been the greatest person on earth. You see, in 8th grade, it's hard to talk about, and y'all can comment whatever. It's in the past, but I do realize what I did was wrong. In 8th grade, I pulled a girl off of a chair, and that really changed how I looked at life. Because I've always had the rule of respect women, whatever, but I ain't no simp with that. But also, it's not really simping, it's just respecting them for who they are. I also respect guys for who they are, you feel? But when I did that, I felt horrible because she was she didn't deserve it. I was just being girls never really deserve that, but I had tunnel vision, which you guys don't know what that is. It's scary. Basically, you only see one thing. You don't really know what's going on. But basically, my brother used to laugh at me, and she laughed in that same exact way. So I yanked her off, and I felt horrible about that. People started claiming, certain people said that I sexually assaulted her. I never really talked about this on the channel because it was a hard time for me in general, and I never really forgot about it. People think that I have somehow. It's not. It's a traumatizing experience for me. Obviously, it was for her. I tried to apologize the best way I could. I think if I went back now, I'd do a way better apology. I could barely look her in the eyes. I could barely do any of that. But the reason that then I started becoming such a positive guy, and I already was, but that was one of the biggest things in my life that had happened up to that point, of really switching who I was. I cried in the hallways after doing it. I straight up came home crying. I told my mom and Joy, and they hadn't even known. There was no email home. There was no repercussions. I wasn't going to get in trouble for nothing. And that's the thing. It's integrity. And and that's what really told me I'm having a second chance, but something weird happened. Because I was getting emails home every single day to my parents because I was being stupid last year. And it was crazy because that one time that it didn't happen, I fessed up, I snitched on myself. Because sometimes you have to, because if you don't, then it's only between you and God. And is that okay? I mean, sure, there's a whole song called Only God Can Judge Me. Great song, go listen to it. But sometimes you need to be held accountable. And I held myself accountable. I wasn't able to be on my phone, I think, for the next week or whatever. And basically, I lost this stuff. And they asked me, do you want this stuff to be taken away? I said yes. I basically punished myself because I knew I needed to change who I was in that moment. Even though I am still the same person, I'm definitely not the same mental person. You see, the reason that I am who I am today is because that changed me. I apologized, all that happened. Yeah, I still get reminded some days by people that I did that. Every time I see my grandpa, I told him I did that. He never lets me forget it every single time. He lets me know, you did that. And I go, why'd you tell me that? And it's inspirational because he tells me, because I don't want you to ever forget about it. I don't forget about it. Every single waking hour of my life, I remember about that moment. And it seems like I don't because of how positive and how great I can be to people. But in the back of my head, every single day, is that what happened? So I thought, okay, if I can make someone's day brighter every day, maybe I can make up for it in some way. Obviously not make up for it, but do my best, right? So although I might be sad sometimes and feel like I really screwed up, I tried to make other people happy. I wasn't really getting to my goal of where I wanted to get a bunch of people more happy. And I thought, one day is not really going to change anything. So that's when I started Dating Motivation. If you don't know what it is, I'm finally going to say what it is on the channel here. On Snapchat, I have about probably 50, maybe only 40 people that I send dating motivation to. Dating motivation is what I send to people, either my real ones or just people that I see on their story. Maybe they're not doing great. I just send to people that I feel like need motivation, and I send it daily. And once I feel like maybe they've gotten a little bit better, I don't send it to them. And I'm going to keep it going as quarantine goes on because I realize this is a really rough time for people. And it's not as rough as it is for me now because I've been battle tested and I've had worse things happen in my life. But I don't even talk about. And this is hard for me to make because I know that this is going to be on here forever. That I'm saying that I did this. And that's the doorbell. I got to go get that. Hold on, I will be back. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Parker, for that nice chat. Anyways, listen. So, I do know this is going to be on here. And I'm basically saying that I did this, yes. But what happened later was this one dude, don't know if he's dating or whatever, who really knows what his connection was. This guy still doesn't like me, I still don't like him. But whatever, that's not the point. He basically said he was going to, beat me up for it, whatever. And that's where Lucas, Balazentes, straight up, homie, I'm sending this video to you. Thank you for getting this long, bro. But Lucas basically stood in front of him and said, you know he didn't do the things that you're thinking he did, right? Talking about the sexual assault allegations, which I didn't even do. Because first of all, I've never even had a girlfriend. Yeah, I'm admitting all this crap. But, so why would I even do that? And also, I was in school in the middle of a cafeteria. I don't know how anybody really thought this, and that's what got me mad. But I did wait a week to apologize. I told Avery that I was going to. Avery was her, dude, I don't know if they're freaking cousins, sisters, whatever they are. They're freaking related. I told her, she sat in my biology class. She said, okay, I'll tell her that you're apologizing. So it was all cool. I apologized Monday. She was all cool with it. Yeah, I still get reminded a lot that I do it. And that's fine. It's something I gotta live with every single day. And I'm not trying to play victim here. What I'm trying to say, and my point of this is, the reason I make dating motivation is because I want people to know no matter what bad decisions you make in life, you can change. And if you know what Kobe's been allegations of, actually he did technically do it, if you look at the whole trial. But the thing is, Kobe became a great guy afterwards. He was already a great guy, but he just changed his life and did so much good that it outpowered the bad. And that's what I'm trying to do. I've talked to God a lot about it. I'm a very religious man. A lot of people don't think I am because I don't go to church. Don't really get that. I pray every night. Sometimes twice a day. But, and the reason I think so is because he gave me a second chance that people would still stick with me after that. And that some people who knew I didn't do it, do whatever, knew that it was just a pull off the chair, which is not just it was really bad. But, that I was, different. Actually, on my original channel, I remember crying and saying, I'm not going to make a video for a week. I remember that. Basically, it was called, I'm sorry, I'll be back soon. In that video, I was on the old couch, laying over here, and I was looking at the camera, laying down, sad. I don't think tears might have been flowing. I don't know. I just looked exhausted in the face. And I basically said, something happened, I can't be uploaded. I'll punish myself. Once again, I'm saying this. And I think it's only right that I make a follow-up video, probably a year and a half later. I know it's crazy to say, but I want you guys to know I'm not the greatest person on earth. I've made many, many, many mistakes. Everybody has. I'm not special for that. And I'm not trying to play the victim. I'm sorry to the person I did that to once again. You know who you are. I'm not going to mention the name because that'd just be rude. If I'm sending this to you and you know the whole situation, whatever, please don't comment. If comments are disabled, I am sorry about that. I'm going to try to enable them a couple times. If they don't get enabled after a couple times, I'll keep them disabled. Not because I don't want hate, but just know that right here in the video I'm saying it's because I don't want anybody to talk about it no more. Not because it's something that didn't happen, but because that was in the past. We're going to the future. I'm trying to do greater things. So if I give motivation to you, just know it's not because I think you're sad or you don't do anything. It's because I believe in you. And if I don't send you motivation, I also believe in you. It's just sometimes you need to know who you're sending it to at what time. So this was a hard video to make. Again, thank you, JD, for basically, he said some things that inspired me to be wanting to make this video. And I think it's finally good for me to come out to the public about it. I've already told my parents, my grandparents, like basically my family, and Tyler. So, and people who were there know, obviously, but that's basically the story and the truth of why I am who I am today and why I stay positive. I don't stay positive because my life is all sunshines and rainbows. It's completely the opposite. I stay positive because my life is rainy and cloudy sometimes. But if I smile at the dark clouds, it might just become bright outside. So that's the video. Stay positive, guys. I love you all. Thanks for sticking with me through the thick and thin. Until next time, guys, when I do see you again, I will be in the video like this. Yo, Aflac out.